Hello everyone, and welcome to Tourniquets. Today in this video we would like to explain to you the process of how to create an Excel database that automatically sums values. In this example, we will show you how to achieve this by using a sample purchase order log that will clearly show you what items have been ordered, their total cost, and remaining items to be ordered. Before we begin, please know that some basic knowledge of Excel will be needed in order to complete this task. For instance, we will not cover how to open Excel, or how to resize columns and rows in this video. The first step in this task is to create a new Excel document. In our example, we created a document that has separate columns consisting of the item number, part name, part cost, quantity of the parts, total cost of the parts, and if the parts have been ordered or not. Next, we created 3 purchase order entries in our database, categorized by numbers 1, 2, and 3. Line item number 1 consists of the purchase of 10 shares, at a cost of $55 each. Line item number 2 consists of the purchase of 4 books, at a cost of $15 each. And lastly, line item number 3 consists of the purchase of 5 desks, at a cost of $150 each. Next, we created new lines consisting of sections called total parts ordered, total cost of ordered parts, total parts awaiting order, and the total cost of parts that are awaiting order that we will use to place our sums of values in. Next to each line item, we also put an equals sign in the next column to help make the database values easier to understand. The first sum formula we want to create is for item number 1's total cost cell. To do this, we will click the cell, type in the equals sign, click the part cost cell of item number 1, followed by the multiplication sign, and then click the quantity cell of line item 1. Once you press the Enter key on your keyboard, you will see that the total cost cell of item number 1 now displays the number 550, which is the total purchase price of 10 shares. Next, click the total cost cell that says 550. Do you notice how there is a small solid box at the lower right-hand corner of the cell? Well, if you click that box and drag it down 2 rows, it will automatically copy the formula you created into each row. Now you can see that the total cost of each item number is automatically calculated according to their respective lines. If you change the part cost, or quantity of any line, the total cost of the changed item number will automatically change as well. Now, it is time for us to create our SUMIF formulas. The first thing we want to calculate is the total number of parts that have been ordered. To do this, click the cell that is next to the total parts ordered equals sign, then type equals SUMIF beginning parenthesis, then select all of the ordered yes or no cells for item numbers 1 through 3, followed by a comma, then type the word yes in quotations, followed by a comma, then select all of the quantity cells for item numbers 1 through 3, close the parenthesis, then click enter. You will now notice that the total parts ordered cell is displaying a 0 now. The reason why this is a 0 is because we still have yet to annotate on the form if we completed a purchase yet. However, before we do that, let's complete the remaining 3 SUMIF formulas. Now, let's have a look at the total parts ordered cost cell that's directly under the last cell we configured. In this cell, we only want to count the cost of parts that have been ordered. To do this, click the cell, then type equals SUMIF beginning parenthesis, then select all of the ordered yes or no cells for item numbers 1 through 3, followed by a comma, then type the word yes in quotations, followed by a comma, then select all of the total cost cells for item numbers 1 through 3, close the parenthesis, then click enter. You will now notice again that the total parts ordered cell is displaying a 0, and it is doing this for the same reason as described before. Next, go directly below to the next cell on the line that says total parts awaiting order. In this cell, we only want to count the number of items that are awaiting to be ordered. First, click the cell, then type equals SUMIF beginning parenthesis, then select all of the ordered yes or no cells for item numbers 1 through 3, followed by a comma, then type the word no in quotations, followed by a comma, then select all of the quantity cells for item numbers 1 through 3, close the parenthesis, then click enter. You will now notice that the total parts awaiting order cell is displaying a 0 now. Finally, go directly below to the next cell in the line that says total parts awaiting order cost. In this cell, we only want to count the cost of parts that have not been ordered. To do this, click the cell, then type equals SUMIF beginning parenthesis, then select all of the ordered yes or no cells for item numbers 1 through 3, followed by a comma, then type the word no in quotations, followed by a comma, then select all of the total cost cells for item numbers 1 through 3, close the parenthesis, then click enter. Now, let's look at what happens when we actually type in yes or no in the ordered cells. As you can see, when we type in yes in the ordered cell of item number 1, you will see that automatically the total parts ordered cell turns to 10, and the total parts ordered cost cell turns to 550. Next, once we type in the word no in the ordered cell of item number 2, you can see that the total parts awaiting order cell turned to 4, and the total parts awaiting order cost cell turned to 60. You will also notice that when we typed in the word no, it was in lowercase. We did this purposely to show you that sentence case has no effect on the formula's ability to work. Lastly, when we type yes in the last ordered cell of item number 3, and you will see that the total parts ordered number increased to 15, and the total parts ordered cost number increased to 1,300. Well, I hope you all have found this video to be very informative, and please show your support by clicking the subscribe and like buttons. See you next time.